Now, what can I do now that I've completed that quest? That's kind of the question here, isn't it? Oh, I've actually got to do this quest. I forgot about that. The origin of the lanterns. Talk to Ver Gold. Oh, no, it wasn't Vera. It was Ver. Well, she's upstairs. On the day of the first full moon each year, the people of Liyue celebrate Lantern Rite. At night time, everyone in Liyue releases Xiao lanterns and the Ming Xiao lantern into the bright night sky. Each Xiao lantern contains a piece of plaustrite that makes it float, and people hang wish sticks from them, which carry their heart's desires in written or painted form. The lanterns slowly fly away, carrying the hope that the light they emit might guide the souls of Liyue's faithful protectors home, that they might return and be reunited with their people once more. You and Paimon arrive in Liyue as festival is in full swing, preparing to enjoy yourselves. Back up we go to Ver. Boss lady. Or the not boss lady, rather. Oops, I forgot she was really right behind me. My bad.
Lantern Rite is nearly here. Why don't we decorate the inn this year?
Is that to insinuate that you don't decorate the inn every year?
Oh, don't you know? On the first full moon of the first month each year, Liyue celebrates the Lantern Rite. It's a festival to commemorate the heroes from the past. After dark, the people release Xiao and Ming Xiao lanterns into the night sky.
What's the difference between Xiao and Ming Xiao lanterns?
Oh, may the flames of wisdom spread to all and never be extinguished. This is the meaning of the lanterns.
Music's a little loud.
We believe they act as the beacons in the night, guiding bygone heroes back to their homeland.
Wow, it sounds like a grand festival. And where there's a grand festival, there's always special seasonal snacks. You catch Paimon's drift?
You always think with your stomach.
You want to get involved in the Lantern Rite? That's great! The festive period leading up to the day itself is all part of the celebrations. During this time, we pray to bring peace and ward off bad luck. Liyue locals call it bidding farewell to the old and welcoming the new. If you're looking to take part, it's not too late. Oh, also...
Also what?
If you're able to, could you try to convince Xiao to go with you?
Shall I also convince the moon to depart the heavens? Good luck with that, lady.
We're not close. I wouldn't know how to ask him myself. But it seems that you've grown familiar.
Still, given his current mood.
Yeah, Paimon thinks it might be best to leave him alone for a few days.
I suppose you're right. Anyway, just thought I'd mention it. You should get yourselves down to the harbor. If you leave too late, the city will be crowded with people and you won't be able to make the most of it. Get going. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. The origin of the lanterns started. Go to Liyue Harbor. Oh, you really want me to just go the entrance? Oh, well, we'll fly down. Oh, I already see a rogue lantern.
Young lady, if I may be so bold, how much for the floating thing?
That's my emergency food source. You cannot have it. Trust me, you couldn't afford it.
What a strange thing to say! But Paimon's curious, what number did you have in mind exactly? Oh, forget it. Let's assume you meant Paimon is worth more than Mora can buy.
If that makes you sleep better at night, Paimon.
As a matter of fact, I'm having some financial trouble recently. I probably couldn't afford it.
Who announces that to a complete stranger? Ha! I'm having financial trouble recently, but don't you worry your pretty head about it.
I'm just a small-time merchant anyway. I don't deal in rare and exotic treasures.
You know, the more you talk, the more suspicious you sound.
Yep.
My, someone's in a grumpy mood, aren't they? Here, maybe some candy will make you feel better.
Hasn't your mother ever taught you not to feed wild animals?
Ooh, suspiciously trustworthy.
Typical Paimon.
So, I assume you two are in Liyue for the Lantern Rite?
I mean, I've been in and out continuously for the rites of... I don't know. It's not the rites of dissension, because that's when Rexlapis died. Rites of parting, rites of farewell, I don't know what it is.
This year's Ming Xiao Lantern is supposed to be a sight well worth the wait. The plastrite that will lift the lantern into the air is the largest in 20 years.
Size doesn't matter.
It's big enough to make you wonder. if the fabled floating city in the clouds really does exist.
I mean, other than Ningguang's, like, home above you?
I guess it must just be held up by a similarly sized chunk of plastrite.
Could just be magic.
Sounds awesome!
I hope our paths cross again. Welcome to Liyue. Well, I can't speak for the whole of Liyue Harbor, but you're always welcome in my store, at least.
You don't appear to have a store, sir. You appear to have a storefront, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to be in your store. Unless that's just the trade center, you actually have a
So many
storefront somewhere.
Here, there, everywhere.
There's like 4 Paimon. Not as many as I would think you're insinuating. Talk to Chung Chung. Oh, her. Yeah.
There seems to be something missing.
I'm Ching Ching. I just donated Dolly. She's my rag doll. Last night in my dream, Dolly told me her wish was to fly up into the sky and see the view. So I gave her to the lady over by the big deer lantern. Dolly's wish will come true now. Won't it?
I have no idea.
I did the right thing, didn't I? Wishes are supposed to come true at the lantern, right? Aren't they?
Well, yes, but I don't think your inanimate object particularly cares. Talk to Madame Ping.
This year's Mingxiao lantern is dedicated to Skybracer. He always was a show-off. I'm sure he will be very pleased.
Who was Skybracer?
Well, that's the plan. I do hope they make the antlers big enough. They were his pride and joy, after all. The story goes that the antlers were made from the very essence of Rex Lapis's divine power, which made it the hardest material in all of Liyue. But then that fateful battle happened. The gods exchanged powerful blows, and the mountain started collapsing. To avoid impacting the villagers at the foot of the mountain, the Adeptus got his friend to chop his antlers off. He used those blood-drenched antlers as a wedge to prop up the mountain. And if that wasn't enough of a sacrifice, he then kept on fighting until his blood was drained and his life ran out. Thanks to him, Mount Tianheng still stands tall and proud to this day, and the blood that he lost in the battle turned into the Bishui River. Whether you believe the story or not, I'm just happy you're willing to listen to me tell it. Surely the reason the Lantern Rite exists is because people throughout the ages have chosen to come together as friends, rather than stay in isolation. Goodbye. May the flames of wisdom spread to all, and never be extinguished.
Now, Madame Ping, please don't take us the wrong way, but your story practically put me to sleep. It's actually not your fault. It's the antihistamines I took. They are drowsy antihistamines because I wanted something to kick in. But yeah, that's really put me to sleep. Talk to Zhang Zhao. Oh, I'm so sorry, Madame Ping. My finger was on the wrong button. I was on E and F instead of W and D. Breed individual. Oops, I'm totally going towards the daily commission marker. My bad. Oh yeah, it's gonna look much prettier at night. Yeah, there's that lantern in the sky. Is that the big one? Dedicated to, what's his name? Sky what's his face?
Look! That stone is floating! Luckily it's tethered in place. If it wasn't held down, who knows where it would fly off to?
This is the plasterite to be used for the Mingxiao lantern. The whole of the Xiao market is centered around it.
Oh, hello! Who are you?
I'm Zhang Zhou. Recently, I've been tracking progress on the construction of the Mingxiao lantern.
Okay.
You seem like newcomers. Is this your first lantern rite?
Yep.
Yes. How can you tell?
Well, I don't remember running into any weird and wonderful mascots at last year's festival.
Oh, relegated to mascot. What is the Ming Shao lantern exactly?
You'll see lots of people releasing little lanterns during the festival. Those ones are called Shao lanterns. But there's also a huge one, a joint effort by all the people of Liyue Harbor. That one is called the Ming Shao lantern.
What does Ming mean? Shao, I'm fairly certain, means like small or little, so I can understand why they're just Shao lanterns, because they're smaller versions of the big one. But what does Ming mean for Ming Shao?
Almost every business in Liyue has a booth at the annual Shao market. But despite its popularity, this is the one time of the year they're not looking to make a profit. The street market exists solely to raise the funds and materials required for the Ming Shao lantern construction.
Oh, so they're actually not turning a profit. That's unusual.
So, the Shell Market. Does it have stuff you can eat?
Plenty. And if I do say so myself, the Lantern Rite is the best festival for sampling Liyue's local delicacies. It is Liyue's biggest annual festival, after all. Showing off your craft is a great way to drum up a reputation. So even if there's no mora to be made, everyone is secretly going all out to get their produce under the spotlight.
Folks in Liyue are so smart.
If you need any help, you can look for Wangya. She's overseeing the Lantern Rite. She's usually somewhere around the Shao Market. She's your first port of call.
Oh, will she know which stall sells the tastiest stuff?
Tasty is subjective, Paimon.
No doubt. When it comes to the Lantern Rite, no one knows more than she does.
Got it! Let's go to the Shao Market and look for Wangya. And then go to the stall with the tastiest food and eat till we're stuffed.
Yeah, who's paying for this, Paimon? Yeah, that'd be me. You don't have any more to your name. Talk to Wangya. Oh wow, she's instantly replaced by Nadia. What's Nadia doing down here? Love, get back to your bank. I suppose it's probably a day off. Never mind. Oh, we've still got Fish on my party. Oh dear. Put Chongyun back in.
Time for some training?
And then... Oh, Wangya's literally right behind me. Let's go quickly Google Ming. Ming apparently means like name or reputation. So I'm not quite sure how that works in this context. But I was right. Shao means small. So yay for contextually learned Chinese.
Hi, can I help you? From the look of you, you don't hail from Liyue. Are you traveling through? Welcome to the Shao Market.
Thank you. Why do you all have the exact same hairstyle? Are you overseeing Lantern Rite?
Overseeing? Not exactly. The Lantern Rite Festival belongs to the whole of Liyue. It's not just one person's to oversee. I'm just taking care of a few small things, doing my bit to make sure everyone who joins in the festivities has a good time.
I've got a few things I'd like to ask.
We want to know where the tastiest food in the whole wide Shao Market is.
The tastiest? Hard to say. I guess that depends on your personal preference.
Told you, Paimon.
Still, what I can tell you is that everyone's talking about Yin Yan's stall.
Okay.
If it gets any busier over there, I'm gonna have to bring the millilith to keep things orderly. Hey, you'd best get over there quick before the streets get too crowded with people.
I'd be more concerned about Yin Yan running out of food.
Oh, and if you are heading to Yin Yan, please do me a favor and run this document over to him. It's a summary of the data from last year's Lantern Rite, compiled by the Ministry of Civil Affairs. It has a few operational tips for our vendors. If you're heading in that direction, it'd be a great help.
I mean, I'm happy to help, but it's just a bit irresponsible of you to bestow pretty important data to a complete and utter stranger.
As thanks, I've got a gift for you when you get back.
Yeah, but how do you know I gave it to the right person? I could just disappear, throw it in the bin or in the water, and then come back and pretend like I've done it. Wangya. Yin Yan is literally right there. You are the laziest woman known to mankind. Hi, Yin Yan.
We really don't have enough hands on deck. If I'd known, I would have roped some others in.
What's the best thing on the menu?
Ah, customers. Take a look and decide for yourself. I can do anything on the menu.
Steamboat buns. I can
or
see them.
if there's something in particular you're after, I can do that instead.
Steam bun. Steam bun.
Woohoo! Paimon will have... Now that you mention it, you do have a lot of options for a food stall.
What is this? I don't know.
Naturally. If there's a dish I can't cook, I've yet to hear about it.
Okay. This is a document from Wangya.
Uh-huh. Same every year. The old operational tips. How's this for a tip? Leave the handbook to one side and concentrate on the killer cooking.
Good tip. I like it.
Hand it over. I'll use it to feed the fire later.
Practical. I like it.
Come on then. Place your orders. Aren't you here to eat?
There are so many. This one looks good, but Paimon wants to try that one too. Huh? Grilled tigerfish. That's the one Pervasies love to eat, isn't it?
No, it was Tinkerfish.
Seeing as the Lantern Rite is about commemorating the heroes of the past, let's order this one. This can be our way of honoring his memory.
It was a Tinkerfish, not a Tigerfish. You can't even get your stories straight. Good God.
Ah, your friend has a good eye for food. That's our specialty. Please wait. I'll have it ready for you in no time.
Let's make grilled
Okay,
tigerfish.
here's your grilled tigerfish. What do you think?
Delicious.
Paimon's an expert in eating.
Of course. What kind of a guide would Paimon be otherwise?
A supposedly useful one?
Well, hope you enjoy your food. I gotta see to some other customers.
There's literally no one else here.
If you get hungry again, you know where I am.
Does he actually sell you stuff?
Lantern Rite special grilled tigerfish.
Aha, he does. Oh ho ho. And there's limits. I mean, I'm kind of broke, but what does it do? Restores 10% an additional to the selected character. Okay, well, the cheapest is actually the best, funnily enough. For me. I'm really interested in health. Thanks. It does cost a lot. I'll take 10. Thanks. Appreciate it. Oops, this way. Back to Wangya.
So you're back. What do you think? Yin Yan makes some mean grub, huh?
Ah, so tasty.
He said he wouldn't look at the document.
Oh, yeah? He said that last year, too. If he'd listened to our marketing tips, he'd be doing even better by now.
I thought you just said his stall was going off in, like, an incredible way. So why does he need your tips? Or do you mean, like, in a longevity perspective? Like, post-festival?
Anyway, not to worry. Here's the gift I was talking about. This Xiao lantern is for you.
Wow, such a beautiful lantern. How is it made?
I'm afraid I wouldn't be able to explain the process concisely. But if you're interested in Xiao lanterns, you can ask Jingming over there. He's in charge of both the Xiao and Mingxiao lanterns.
So he's responsible for this super duper huge one too?
That's right. He should be easy to find. Just over there, I think.
If we could make a Xiao lantern for Xiao, maybe that would cheer him up a bit. Let's find Jingming and see what he has to say.
Okie dokie. Back along the path.
These Xiao lanterns are very...
Hi, Jingmin.
At this rate, we should be able to meet the deadline.
Should? That is not a word I want to hear in this context. Could you teach us how to make Xiao lanterns?
Teach you how to make Xiao lanterns. Oh, You don't look like locals to me. Looking to try your hand at making your own?
Why can't we just buy one and float it into the sky? Why do we have to go to the trouble of making it? Do I look arts and crafty to you?
I'll be happy to teach you. There's no one way to make a Xiao lantern, but let me start by showing you the simplest one.
Please.
I should have some spare materials over here. Just a second. They still need a bit of work. Take these and give it a go.
Okay. It requires lantern fiber, wick material, and the plaustrite. Do I have a better character? No character bonuses to be found. Fine.
That was so complicated. Paimon is all out of brain juice.
Brain juice.
Did you get it?
I mean, I know there's liquid around your brain, but I wouldn't call it brain juice. That's actually kind of disgusting. Just about.
It all comes with practice. No one's expecting your first try to be perfect. Folks like you who want to learn my craft are a rare find nowadays.
Did you build that humongous Mingxiao lantern using the same method?
That one? I suppose it's fair to say the method is the same, broadly speaking. But no single person can take credit for it. The whole of Liyue comes together to make it.
So it was a community effort?
Surely you've heard about it.
No, the night is over.
The Xiao Market is actually a fundraiser, aiming to support the Ming Xiao Lantern's construction.
So I've heard.
Whoa. So that's how the Mingxiao lantern is built.
Such is the Lantern Rite tradition. The Ministry of Civil Affairs might be covering the bulk of the costs, but it's the citizens of Liyue that donate the materials, among many other things.
Oh, so that's what that little girl meant when she said she donated her ragdoll. But since when do you build Mingxiao lanterns out of ragdolls?
Well, the Lantern Rite is a major festival. If somebody wants to make a contribution, no matter how small, or in this case symbolic, we tend not to reject them. All well-meaning contributions are gratefully received, especially considering how grand of an occasion the Lantern Rite is for everyone. People believe that joining the effort might bring them good luck. Alrighty then. Shouldn't you get going? With all that the festival has to offer, I'm sure you must be on a busy schedule. Of course, if you want to make another Xiao Lantern at any time, you know where to find me. Happy Lantern Rite. Have fun.
Happy Lantern Rite. What do I do with the fan? The lantern.
Materials.
I don't even know.
Yes, this seems
Put back
to
to
be
Wangya. Wangya, I have a lantern. I can't use it now though, it's the wrong time of day. It won't be as dramatic.
Did you find Jingming?
We did! And he taught us
Again,
all
music.
about how to make Xiao
It's a little too loud.
Even though Paimon can't really remember any of it.
No worries. You can always ask Jingming if you need to refresh your memory. I should go. Duty calls. Happy Lantern Rite.
Happy Lantern Rite. Ooh, we finished. Huzzah! The original lantern's complete. So, Lantern Rite Tales 1. We've only just begun. All that glitters. Oh, we can get lots of stuff now. We'll start with Owned 2. Okay. So what do I use these for? Okay, all the glitters. Unlock after 2 days. What? Currents deep beneath the lanterns. Okay, so I've got to wait 2 days to be able to do this quest? That's just mean. Okay, Lantern Rite Tales 1, City of Chores. Wangya from Liyue Harbor seems to be troubled by something. Yoink. Oh, she's moved all of a sudden. I don't know whether I'm coming or going anymore. What's the matter? No worries, I'm just trying to sort out everything that needs to be taken care of for the right Lantern Rite. It's just that the more I think about it, the more issues comes up. Even though my colleagues took parts of the workload upon themselves, it's my turn this year to coordinate the Zhao Lantern delivery. If I don't buck up and prepare everything, I won't make it in time. Zhao delivery? Right, when I say Zhao Lantern delivery, I meant more than just sending out the lanterns themselves. Simply put, it's more about playing the role of the Lantern Rite ambassador, passing on well wishes and creating the festive atmosphere. Even with most people being off work for the festival, including some store owners and their staff, there are still essential workers who just can't take a break. For example, those in charge of keeping order during the celebration, like the Millelith. The Ministry of Civil Affairs usually sends them gifts to acknowledge their hard work around the Lantern Rite season. I was about to visit the Millelith responsible for keeping our city safe to gift them Xiao Lanterns as a token of gratitude. However, we're a little bit short-staffed and haven't managed to send out the gifts to all soldiers on our list yet. Could you do me a favor and deliver these gifts? How could I not? Really? That's amazing, thank you so much. Who are the lucky recipients? Let me see, which of the Millelith haven't been checked off? Zhangming, Hongyi, and Jiale. I'll mark their stations for you. Sorry, it's not Lei, it's Le. My bad. I can't thank you enough. Jia. I still haven't pronounced C correctly, but I think it might be a CH. Maybe not. Jiale. Jiale. Le. I cannot go this way. Oh, I might be able to come back around at the harbour. Never mind. There should be a staircase further down. In theory. Give the present Xiangming. Why does it keep making sounds? Please stop that. Ooh, you've got a quest. Bye. This is the quest I'm following. No. Hi. Xiangming. Do you need anything? I'm on duty. Lantern Right gift delivery. Quiet down a bit. I'm working over here. What do you mean gift delivery? Oh, it's from the Ministry of Civil Affairs. I see. Another year, another Lantern Right. And I wanted to head home earlier this year too. But given the current situation, I can't relax just yet. I guess I'll be heading home a few hours late again. Thanks for coming all this way. I'll take this. Thanks. What are you even guarding? When's that fella going to leave? Yo, buddy, you're bothering this gentleman. What do you want? I asked the same thing of you. Who are you? Typical young people these days. Care more about what's on their head than what's inside it. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being concerned about hair, just because you don't have any. I'll have you know that 10 years ago, everyone from Feiyun Slope down to the dockyard knew the name of Gentry Thayan. Now, the bank's gone, Chu's gone. It's such a pity. I've lived this long only to watch everything fall apart at the end. Good God, go bequeath your misery to somebody else. Oh, shit, hi. Hongi! What's wrong with the well? I don't know. What's wrong with the well? Lantern Right gift delivery. Huh. This must be from the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Thank you. I'll take it. Still, I need to remain on duty for a while more to ensure that no residents come to draw water from the well. Who knows what's wrong with it? But either way, it can't be drunk from right now. This is very peculiar. Where the hell are you? Oh, good God, I am not running there on foot. To hell with that, actually. The one further up would have been the better fast travel point. This one here would have been better, but we're here now. I wonder which of these quests give me the talisman and have the fighting. Okay. I don't really think the kids are gonna know, but Yishan, I haven't finished writing my wish. Be a good girl, little Shan. That nice uncle from the Millilith went to fetch it for you. Have you seen Shala? Are you looking for that nice Millilith? Little Shan was writing her wish on a shell lantern when she suddenly lost her grip on it, and the lantern flew away that way. Well, you know, that seems like it's your fault. That Millilith told us he'd seen it hanging on a tree and went to get it for us. What's so special about that shell lantern? I told her we could make another one, but she... no, we can't. My brother worked so hard to make that lantern. Little Shan, that nice uncle will bring it back to us in no time. My apologies. If you really need to talk to that Millilith, you can find him over there. That is strangely, polite. Yo! Chyla! Come back here. Are you gonna make me... Oh, I see. You're gonna make me go onto the tree and grab it, aren't you? For Archon's sake. How do I get there? Perhaps I should try something different. What are you doing? You've got a big pointy stick. It's not that difficult to grab it. You're probably going to put a hole in it, I suppose. Traveller? Haha, it's nothing. I'm just wondering how to climb up that tree and retrieve the shell lantern. It's so hard to fight gravity in full armour. You're wearing leather armour for a start, not full plate. And you're barely wearing anything. You've just got a breastplate with tassets. That shit ain't heavy. I just slip back down each time. Would you mind lending me a helping hand? Recovering that shell lantern shouldn't be too difficult for you. Sure thing. Let me just go up there on my high heels on my dress. Great, many thanks. Let's get it done as quickly as we can so the little girl can finally cheer up. Yeah. Thing things I do for strange people in this game. Done. Did you get the shower lantern? Sure did. Let me take a look. Yeah, that's the one. You just made those kids' day. I'll give it back to them. I hope they're still waiting where I left them. About the gift. This must be from the Ministry of Civil Affairs. Alright, gratefully received. Thanks for the trouble. Was it also your duty as a member of the Millelith? Do you mean retrieving the lost shower lanterns? Haha, of course. Doesn't matter if it's finding shower lanterns, chasing after evildoers, or defeating monsters. The Millelith's duty is to help those in need. Thank you once again. I need to hurry up and give it back to those kids. And then I still have other tasks to complete. Back to Wangya. Yes, I'm lazy. I'm lazy, will fast travel. Oh, this is lovely going under the fabric. And just walking on the lattice work. Whoops. You're back. How did the gift delivery go? Everyone's got their present. You're a real lifesaver. I wouldn't have made it without you. Do they have to stay on duty throughout the whole festival? Love, it's like police working on Christmas. Yes. Well, the Ministry of Civil Affairs will schedule alternating shifts for them. But Leo is too large. There are too many stations and places that need patrolling. We simply don't have enough recruits. Even though they take turns, some of them will get the shorter end of the stick and work during the Lantern Rite. Besides, considering how grand the Lantern Rite celebrations are each year, some parts of the city require additional resources. No matter how much we distribute, no matter how we distribute our people, there's never enough manpower. Sounds like a tall order indeed. Well, that's our job. We do what we can to ensure that everyone has a nice Lantern Festival. Right. Thing. Sorry, Lantern Festival is just what it's normally called. Lantern Rites, it just doesn't, run off the tongue quite as quickly and smoothly. Which reminds me of other people who might need help around the festival time. It'd be nice if you could lend them a hand. Do I look like a freeloader here? You people better be giving me rewards for helping. The more people we encourage to participate in a Lantern Rite, the more festive its atmosphere will get. We send shower lanterns because we'd like for everyone to be able to release one and make their own wishes. On a broader scale, we'd like the Lantern Rite to spread far and wide. It'd be great if everyone could experience its atmosphere. Lantern Rite is meant for everyone after all. Alright, duty calls. I hope you have a great time during the Lantern Rite.